What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. It's been a long day, very long day. You know what I found? I finally found it. The new Pepsi Mango. I finally freaking found it. It's not bad. It's not bad. I know some people have mixed reviews about it. It's not a bad drink. It's really not. I heard that there's a diet Pepsi Mango. I'm not feeling that because I don't think them tastes. I don't think that taste is gonna be good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But this is pretty good though. The mango flavor is hella strong. Like as soon as you open the bottle, the mango flavor just you just get a whiff of it, and it's like it's a strong flavor. Um, it's definitely overpowering, but it's a good combination to me. So anyway, getting into this episode of GH, I enjoyed this episode. This was another good one. Um, I feel bad for Chase, because Chase, that cop, instinct just came out of him. He's ready to get back to active duty because he heard about the shooting in the hospital and he's ready to get back to it. But Willow was like, yeah, you're going to stay your ass in this bed. You ain't going nowhere. Um, I know Willow can't really tell him about her and Michael just yet because, she doesn't want to kick him while he's down. Like he's, still trying to fight this poison and, figure out what's wrong with him and stuff. But the longer it goes on, the worse it's going to be. I mean, Chase is typically a mild mannered kind of guy. I don't know how his temper is going to be when she tells him that her and Michael are going to make this thing work. I really don't know. Because some people have a tendency to flip out when they feel like they've been played. But I don't think Willow's trying to play him. I think she's trying to placate him. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to drop all this information on him now while he's, still dealing with this. But at some point, she need to tell that man. Um, So Sasha, all up in the hospital and stuff, she's being very like hush hush about her doctor's appointment, and she was hesitant to even tell Willow about her doctor's appointment. Makes me wonder if something's wrong with her that she's not telling anybody. That's what I'm starting to think. Like, does she have some type of health issue? Like, what's wrong with her? Because she seemed like she's trying to pump the brakes on telling Willow about her doctor's appointment. Um, I hope ain't nothing wrong with her because I want to see more of her and Brando. It's so many potential couples on the show that I want to see. Well, I ain't gonna say so many, but Brando and Sasha, I want to see more of. Molly and TJ, I want to see more of. You know what I mean? Mac and Felicia, I want to see more of. And it was good to see Mac today. I'll get to that in a second. But I'm here for Brando and Sasha. I am because they look good together. And they got chemistry, so I'm here for it. And Brando was hoping that Sasha didn't regret what they did or whatever, but she didn't. She didn't regret it, and I'm glad that she was snarky as shit with little Cyrus, little crazy ass. Um. So anyway, speaking of Mac, it was good to see Mac. I want to see more of him, especially at the PCPD. He's definitely trying to get Dante to come back. Um I'm not opposed to Dante going back to the PCPD, but it would have been cool to see him be a private investigator. Maybe I think that would have been a cool new career thing for him. Because being a private investigator, you don't have to deal with all the bureaucratic stuff. You don't have to deal with all the police red tape. It's a bit different, and I think he would have did great in that. Even though if he became a PI, he would have had to been paired up with Sam on that one. They probably would have been partners or something. But it still can happen. But I mean, if he does decide to go to the PCPD, I think it's pretty cool. Um, because Mac told him, he was like, we could really use you. Especially with Chase being in the hospital and stuff, they need him right now. They need that extra body. And Mac definitely needs Dante now more than ever because with Jason out, he needs Dante's know-how of the Corinthos organization to help them, find Jason. Because when Dante was undercover for Sonny and stuff, he knew about Sonny's operation. You know what I mean? Safe houses, all that good stuff. But I'm like, didn't Sonny and Jason buy new safe houses? I mean, I'm pretty sure they would have. They would have bought some new stuff, especially after they found out Dante was a cop. you would want to get new safe houses so that way Dante wouldn't know where they are. I would hope they would smart enough to do that. Um, I hope Dante's not going to try to turn Jason in because Jason being free is for the betterment of a lot of people right now, even though he got a bullet in him. Because Jason was definitely determined to get up out that hospital bed, not that hospital bed, but he was determined to get out that bed at the safe house. Britt did her thing. You know, that goes to show how great of a doctor Britt is because he was trying to get out that bed and she was like, well, your gunshot wound is not a flesh wound. Like, if you get out this bed, you're going to bleed out. So she had to do some like surgery to get the bullet out and stuff. And, you know, Jason went in shock. He needed a blood transfusion. It was looking grim for a second, but, you know, Carly came through and she was like, oh, we got the same blood type. We compatible. I said, Carly and Jason got the same blood type. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? So Carly ended up giving him some blood and stuff to get him, you know, stable and stuff. So Jason stabilized and all that. And, you know, she needed Britt's help still because Carly plans to make another move. And I'll get on that in a second. But it's so good seeing Britt and Jason together. I felt super bad for Britt when her hand was trembling. I was like, no, 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 no. Please tell me she ain't got no death illness, like something that can kill her. I hope she don't. I would hate for us to have to lose Britt. I know a lot of people are not Britt fans. I am because I listen. She's like one of those rare gem type characters that you get. Her and of course Mara West. Just amazing. You know, amazing actresses, amazing characters. You know, they're sometimes they're the character you love to hate, but you love them more than you hate them because sometimes they do shit to piss you off. But I love them though, especially Britt, and I'm liking her newfound friendship with Jason that could hopefully turn into a relationship. I'm just saying. Um. So anyway, Cyrus is running around beating on his little henchmen and stuff because they screwed up and Jason got away. So he's sitting here stabbing folks. He done stabbed his own man and basically told Brando to go clean it up. And you know he went to the garage and stuff, trying to find out what Jordan's gonna do to find Jason or whatever, demanding to know what she's gonna do to get Britt his chief of staff. Mind you, the same chief of staff that he just tried to have killed. Um, so he ended up showing up to the Five Family meeting. And, you know, he all cocky and smug as he usually is. But what he wasn't counting on was Carly showing up. Carly waltzed her ass in there like a boss. I said, this is what the fuck I'm talking about, Carly. Take control. She ain't had no choice but to go to that meeting. And I had a feeling she was going to have to go. Because the whole point of her busting Jason out was because, one, she didn't want her friend in jail. But, two, she needed him at that meeting. She needed him there. But I'm glad Carly went instead because Carly need to show motherfuckers like she in this. Because think about it, if this was 10 years ago, if this was like 11 years ago, well, 12 years ago, if Claudia and Sonny were still married, Claudia would have been at that meeting. We all know that. She definitely would have been there. So I'm happy that Carly came up in there like a boss. She stepped up. She was like, I'm here. I'm representing the Corinthos organization. I'm in this bitch. I know that's right. I'm rooting, and you know I don't do that a whole lot, but I'm rooting for Carly on this one because you know what, Laura Wright is showing me something else right now. Like she doing her thing, and I'm pretty sure Laura Wright is extremely happy playing this role right now. I mean, I know she loved playing Carly, but this is taking Carly into a whole different direction, and I'm here for it because they're doing it brilliantly, and it's believable. I mean, come on, Carly's been with Sonny off and on for over 20 years now. She learned something from him. Not only from him, but shit, from Jason too. You know? It's like you don't be friends and married to these people and you ain't learn shit. Come on now. She done learned a few tricks of the trade. And I'm happy about it. Um so yeah. Cameron, little foolish self, sitting there holding the gun, and Jordan, you know, she lowered her gun or whatever, letting him know, like, drop your gun. So he finally dropped it. She arrested him because Jordan done arrested that boy on suspicion of murder because you know one of I got something on my beard. Yeah, because one of Cyrus's little henchmen was dead, and Cameron's holding the gun, so of course Jordan's gonna think that Cameron was the one who did it. You know, because there's gunpowder all up in the air, bodies are all over the place, blood. So she ended up getting the blood tested to see if the blood matches Jason or Britt, and they got the lab results back, and it matched Jason. Um, so Finn and Liz come down to the damn garage, and they see Cameron and stuff, and you know he's explaining what happened, and Cam just looks all dazed and confused. Um, and he keep trying to tell Jordan what happened or whatever, and Finn was smart. Finn kept telling him, "Shut up, don't say nothing." And I agree, like stop talking. Um, because he's swearing up and down, "Oh, I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't do anything. I didn't." Boy, shut up. Yes, you did. You shot Jason in his back, fool. Talking about he didn't pull the trigger. Yes, you did pull the trigger. You didn't kill those guys, but you damn sure shot Jason. And you know, so Liz had to call a lawyer real quick, so she called Scott to come down there. You know, Scott came down with Obrecht, of course, his boo. Oh, that's another couple. I definitely want to see more of Scott and Obrecht. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, you know, he had to come down with his boo. Um, I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them. I don't want to see no love making scenes with them though, because you know they probably be up in there like zoo animals. I could imagine sex with Obrecht. Lord, I know they be up in there making all type of animal noises and role playing and shit. I know it. I know she looked like a freak. And you know Scott a little weirdo, so you a little perfect little match. Obrecht look like she be putting it down too. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. I know she done left smiles on many of men's faces in her lifetime. I know that. I ain't mad at it. Play on, player. So anyway, enough of the nastiness. So yeah, you know, Scott kept telling Cameron like, "Be quiet. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do the talking for you." But Jordan, you know, so now all of a sudden Jordan became smart all of a sudden in her police work. Usually, you know, she be acting like a fool. Now, she got some smartness about her. Oh, it's okay, okay. You know, she put two and two together and figured out that Cameron shot Jason. She putting it together. I said, okay, usually it take her a little longer than this. I'm like, all right, you getting some smarts about you, Jordan. Okay. They finally letting the PCPD be smart and have a brain. Must be a new writer or something. God damn. About time. I like it. All right. Yeah. Um. So Liz pretty much talking to Obrecht, letting her know what happened, and she's sitting there trying to, you know, deduce that Jason may have been kidnapping Britt. Jason did not kidnap no Britt. Please, have you? They be talking about Jason like they don't know this man at all. At all. Like, a lot of them done spent years with this dude, and y'all be talking about him like y'all don't know him. Kidnap? Really? Really? Liz, I'm disappointed. Um. So anyway, Obrecht pretty much figured it out. She was like, yeah, Cyrus was behind all of this because she remembered that Britt warned her about Cyrus. So she knows that he's, you know, involved up to his neck in this. And you know Obrecht ain't gonna sit down quietly because I got a feeling her and Cyrus gonna have a showdown at some point. Um, I have a feeling her and Cyrus are definitely gonna have a showdown, and I'm here for it because you know Obrecht ain't no punk. She gonna give it to him. So this was definitely another good episode. I enjoyed it. That was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I'll see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.